Hey guys, in today's lesson video, I'm going to talk about how to use your wrist correctly and when to release the golf club to add effortless speed and power to your golf swing. So I just hit the 6-iron. It's a Mizuno JPX 800 forged. It's a forged golf club, so it's not a big, thick beginner golf club. So it's not like very de-lofted or anything like that. But I could still carry my 6-iron around 205 yards. So hopefully you guys will kind of listen to what I'm saying and hopefully you guys try it out, because even if you think all my lessons, like the points I'm gonna make today, are wrong, but if you don't personally hit the golf ball straight and far in your current situation, try something new. Even if you think I'm completely wrong, try something new if you aren't hitting the golf ball straight and far. That's just one tip of the day. So to hit the golf ball straight and far and have that effortless release and to really add that whip motion at the bottom, you need a supinated release. Every golfer on the PGA Tour have some amount of this supination, but everyone considers this supination motion a flip. And honestly, if you don't use your body, so if you don't shift your weight into your lead side, and if you don't rotate your body, if you just do this with your arms, I would consider this a flip as well. But who says not to use your body? So if you're just doing this with your hands and your arms like this, of course it's gonna look like a flip. But from the face-on golf swing, if I flip the golf club, and then if I shift my weight forward and if I add my body rotation as well, it's no longer really a flip. It becomes more of a stable release. But no one on PGA Tour is just doing this with their arms. They're actually using their body pretty good as well. So it doesn't become a flip if you rotate your body and shift all your weight forward. So a flip is no longer a flip, in my opinion, if you shift your weight forward and continuously open up your body towards the target. So if you get all your weight into your lead side and continuously rotate without stopping while you're kind of doing that like supinated kind of frisbee throw motion, it no longer looks like a flip. It is more of a stable release. But what I want to get at is that the reason why we have to supinate the golf club is because every good position that's a good position in the golf swing, it naturally kind of opens up the club face. So for example, if you shallow out the golf club, yes, we're shallow at the golf club, my right palm's kind of facing down, we're shallow at the golf club, but my face starts to open. That's why we have to add that supination and bow it down. Also, that forward shaft swing that everyone wants, notice how everyone who wants that forward shaft swing, they hit a lot of shanks off towards the right, so they no longer try to achieve that and they just early release and scoop. The reason for that being is that the more forward shaft swing you have, the more the club face opens up. That's why we have to add supination. So supination we need to have, but in today's lesson video, I'm gonna kind of break down on how I use my hands, how I use my wrist, and when to add the release so we don't overcook it to the left. So what I wanna do is, I'm gonna grab these little mitts. We're not gonna do pad work today, it's just for demonstration. What we're going to do here is that it demonstrates where my hands and where my palms are facing. So for my setup position, when I go to the top of my backswing, we do have some forearm rotation from the start, but not to overcomplicate things, we don't go this way. We add some forearm rotation while we go to the top, but that's pretty natural for everyone, so we're just going to talk about the downswing. So once I get to the top of my backswing position, you can notice that my right palm for a right-handed golfer is facing out in front. It might be at a slight angle, but let's just say out in front, and my left palm is facing back behind. But in today's lesson video, we're going to focus on my right palm and the back of my left hand. So right palm is facing out in front, back of my left hand is facing out in front. From this position, the supination, all that is that we're doing this motion right here. We're doing this. So it's actually supination and pronation, but just to keep it very simple, let's just call it supination. So from this position, we're going to go top of my backswing. Then from this position, what's going to happen is that if I add that supination from the start, of course, the club face is going to shut too much, and I might even possibly come down steep in the downswing. What I feel like I'm doing and what I try to do is top my backswing to around halfway down. When my arms in the golf club falls to around halfway down, my palms and my hands and my wrist aren't really doing a single thing. It's just falling straight down. But when I try to do that, I try to shift my weight into my lead side. But the first part is that top of my backswing, my hands don't really do a single thing to around halfway down. Then from this position, then that's when I add the release and add the supination. So when I add the supination, now you can see that my right palm is facing down towards the ground and my left palm is facing up towards the sky. This is what I want. I don't want to do that from the start because that's going to be an over-the-top kind of steep motion and the golf ball will go towards the left. And if you do it from the start, it's very hard to shift your weight forward as well. So you'll be kind of trapped on your back foot. And if you guys watch my video, if all your weight is on your right foot, your trail foot, and if you don't get your weight into your lead side, and if you release the golf club from here, it will go to the left every single time. So what I feel is top of my backswing, my hands and my wrist just come straight down to around halfway down, while my weight shifts into my lead side. And then when I kick off of my lead side, that's when I supinate and throw the golf club forward. So when do we release the golf club? It should be from around halfway down, after you get all the way into your lead side. So hopefully these mitts were a really good demonstration on when my supination happens. So if I grab a golf club here, if I show you guys with the golf club, what happens is I go top of my backswing. From the start, I don't add the supination from here. Everyone knows that's crazy. What we want to do is just get your arms and your hands to fall down, just straight down while you shift your weight into your lead side. Then from this position, this is when I add the supination and I continuously rotate my body forward. From that position, if I just do it with my hands and my arms while staying back, that's not good either. So what I want you guys to get at is that the supination move is a very natural motion, because if everyone grabs the golf club around like parallel towards the ground and makes like a level baseball swing, everyone will add this supination move. No one will kind of do this. Everyone will swing the golf club like a baseball swing. So what we want to do is we want to add that, but we have to do it from not the start of the golf swing. We have to do it from around halfway down. So the money move is that we have to shift our weight into our lead side while the golf club just follows just straight down to around halfway down. And then we could rotate forward and supinate and release as much as we want, and the golf ball will not go towards the left. So don't try to not release the golf club because we think it's a flip. Try to release the golf club as much as possible, but we have to do a couple things. We have to get all of our weight into our lead side, and we're not releasing the golf club from the start. We're going to get all of our weight into our lead side while my hands just fall down to around halfway down, without my hands and my wrist not doing a single thing. And then when I continuously rotate towards the target, that's when I'm going to supinate and release the golf club. But because I have all my weight into my lead side and I'm continuously rotating open towards the target with that, let's just call flip release, then I'm going to have a pretty stable club face. And because we have to shallow the golf club and have forward shaft lean to hit the golf ball pretty far, we have to add the supination, because both of those movements, like I said, gets the club face to open up a little bit. So we just have to square it up. So just think of supination as something that we must do. So if you add supination and the golf ball goes too much off towards the left for a right-handed golfer, you have to add a couple things, whether that's a weight shift, whether that's rotating towards the target, whether that's lowering your arms down first and then releasing the golf club. You have to add some things into your golf swing. And most people, they release the golf club, they try one time, it feels pretty good, the distance goes pretty far, but they pull it off towards the left, so they take the release out. I want you guys to release the golf club as much as possible, but add some things into your golf swing so it doesn't go to the left. So that's a big homework for you guys. So if you guys like the lesson video, please like and subscribe to help my channel grow. And for in-person or online lessons, I'll leave all the information in the description below. Thanks, guys. So let me try to add the tracer this way, just for demonstration purposes. If I shift all my weight into my lead side while the golf club lowers down, and then if I supinate while I'm rotating, opening my body, then I will never get the golf club to overcook towards the left. As you can see here. So it's all about sequence. So don't try to not release the golf club. Find a reason why your release is making the golf ball go towards the left. It's never because of the release. The release we have to have, but we might not have our weight forward. We might not be rotating. We might do it from the start. So just find out why you're going towards the left and don't take out the release. Keep your release. Keep the flip release that everyone hates. And I guarantee we'll hit the golf ball much farther.